We'll open the Selectmen's meeting. I am going to hand this meeting over to Eric Fulheim because of some potential conflicts that I could have until I get some ethical clarification. So, Eric, the meeting is now yours.
Thank you. To the presenters, the rumors are that you have something to put before the select board. I'd like to open it up to you to do that. Can you hear me? Am I on?
You're on. You're on.
Tracy? Can they hear me?
There's so many people. I'm making sure that they can unmute.
Can the twins hear me? I don't think so.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm unmuted now. This is Tracy.
Brian is still muted.
Who is he? Brian Oliver.
Is he here?
No. I don't be Oliver. Oh. Yeah.
I'm unmuted.
Nicole, are we recording this? Yes, it's on YouTube at the moment. We're live. Okay.
All right, Mr. Oliver, if you'd like to present, we don't know more than rumor at this point. Happy to have you explain why we're here.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for the opportunity to be here to discuss what we think is a very exciting project. My name is Brian Oliver. I'm Vice President with Casella. We have Tracy Markham, who's our Environmental Compliance Manager. And then, of course, Dan and Daryl, who are also involved in this project with us. So I'm going to share a presentation with you. Is that something you have to allow me to do?
I do. I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Brian Oliver.
He's listed as B. Oliver, Nicole. Yep. The only problem is I'm going to make you host. You can share your screen, and then you're going to have to admit all because we can't do co-hosts in this. So as people come in, you'll have to let them in. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We might cap out at 100. I'm not sure. But we are on YouTube as well. I'm sorry, if you don't mind, Eric, I'll just kind of let everybody know that we're not unmuting anybody. We're not allowing anybody to chat. So if you wanted to get on YouTube, if the Zoom is full, then it's only for viewing only. There's no participation.
Thank you.
So do I just hit share screen?
Hit share screen. And then grab that and hit share. There you go. View.
Another dinosaur, huh?
You got it. I'd like to start out by just talking about this slide, who we are. Casella's been in existence for almost 50 years, as you can see. We're a resource management company with a proven record for environmental sustainability. And as you can see, Casella has the necessary resources to be very successful in completing and managing a project like what we're going to talk about. So our proposal is to reopen the existing Hardwick facility in conjunction with the adjacent David G. Roach and Sons gravel pit. and construct a state-of-the-art low-emission landfill, accepting solid waste, non-hazardous. This project is significantly smaller in size and capacity than what was contemplated about 20 years ago. It's about 48 acres, and 10 of the acres overlays the existing landfill facility, and then 38 acres is within the adjacent gravel pit. We are talking about Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. operation, Saturday 7 a.m. to 11:30. We will abide by all local and state regulations and ordinances for truck routes. We expect about 50 trucks a day, and these trucks will not go through the center of the town of Hardwick. We propose to accept approximately 350,000 tons a year of MSW and C&D. This equates to an average of about 1,125 tons a day. And we do view this as an exceptional opportunity for the town, for Casella, and to provide the state of Massachusetts with much needed disposal capacity.
Excuse me, sir, could you explain MSW and C&D?
Yes, sorry about that. So MSW is municipal solid waste, what would come out of your household, and C&D is construction and demolition debris. So, for instance, if you tear down a building, remodel your home, something of that nature.
Thank you.
Yep. This is the Hardwick facility design, the site map. So as you can see by the green line, that is the existing landfill property. The yellow line is the existing landfill limit of waste. That's currently where the closed landfill is, where the waste is. And the purple line would be the landfill expansion area limit of waste inside the gravel pit. So this landfill would be 10 acres in the yellow, 38 acres in the purple, total of about 48 acres. Just a little bit more about it in terms of the technology. There would be installation of state-of-the-art odor management infrastructure, and that's a robust gas collection system, proper daily and intermediate cover, daily monitoring, misting systems, things like that, designed to minimize the odor. We would anticipate negotiating a leachate agreement with the town to be able to take the leachate from the landfill to the Gilbertville wastewater treatment plant. That would be a revenue source for the town of Hardwick. We would anticipate that to be about $500,000 a year. And we also look at the potential of some sort of a renewable natural gas facility at the site as well, capturing the methane gas and turning that into some sort of a renewable energy component. We'd look at that as we move forward in the project. It will go through a very robust review and permitting process. Just to give you an idea, and I'll talk about it later in the presentation, there are some local approvals necessary. We've got MEPA process we need to go through with the state, Mass DEP site suitability, authorization to construct, authorization to operate. So there are a lot of touch points through the process where there'll be a lot of folks getting involved and having an opportunity to provide input. So looking at what we would present for benefits to the town, we would have to have a host community agreement between Hardwick and Casella for the life of the landfill. We expect this smaller version to last anywhere from 12 to 13 years. And then, of course, Casella would perform all the closure and post-closure requirements. Some of the value of the host agreement, we would propose a host fee of $6 per ton to the town of Hardwick, and on 350,000 tons a year, that would be 2.1 million. As I said before, we expect approximately 500,000 a year in leachate payments at peak generation to the Gilbertville facility. So total there would be about $2.6 million per year. And we'd like to have a discussion with the town about whatever renewable energy project we come forward with, some sort of a revenue sharing associated with that with the town. So that would be something that would be discussed, I think, at length a little later. One of the good aspects of this, we think, the local business owners, David G. Roach and Sons, will be involved in the landfill operations. So there'll be certainly a local presence there helping us out. And then, obviously, as we talked earlier, we will develop odor and nuisance control plans in coordination with the town. We would also expect to have a town landfill oversight program. So the ability for the town to have a landfill monitor, an engineering resource, third-party folks, DEP trained, certified, that would be managed by the town, and you could use them to monitor and to help out with the engineering. So to give you just kind of a proposal of the timeline, obviously July, select board meeting presentation, which we're doing. We would expect in the fall of this year that there would have to be a town meeting, and I'll go through that on the next slide. From November to 2023 to 2026, there would be all the permitting that we discussed, and then there would be the project construction, and then the final permitting, authorization to operate, and then hopefully sometime in 2028, if everything goes as planned, the facility would be operational. And the local items that we talked about, there are some things that residents would need to vote on. As we said, the Patrill Hollow Road goes in between the gravel pit and the existing landfill. So that road would have to be either relocated around the facility or terminated, depending on what the preference is for the town. There would have to be a bylaw amendment to increase the maximum allowable structure height. Right now, the ordinance, I believe, is 630 feet. We would need, for the landfill to be able to be built, we need to have that raised to 850 feet. And we need the entire landfill rezoned industrial. And then lastly, a zoning amendment to permit the landfill use in the industrial district.
Brian, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, can you admit all at the top right? I'm getting some texts.
Sure.
Admit all, top right. Can you hit more? Yeah, I'm not seeing admit all.
There are three little dots at the top.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold. I'm sorry. I'm going to take back. Just if you could hold for just a moment.
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
You have to stop sharing.
Can you click on my name and give me?
Yeah. So right click.
Oh, I got it. I can do it myself. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. You should be all set.
Okay. That actually ends the slideshow presentation. So certainly available to take any questions that you might have.
I think, speaking for the board, I think we'd like to look at this. We didn't get any of this information till today.
Yep, understood.
So I'd like to thank you for being in here and presenting this. I would like to ask for a motion from the board to acknowledge receipt of this proposal.
I would make a motion to acknowledge receipt of the proposal.
I'll second it and call for a vote. If all in favor? Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay, and Kelly, so it's unanimous. Mr. Oliver will be in touch. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
I would seek a motion to adjourn.
Can I just ask a quick question? Rob, are we meeting next week? It would be our regular meeting, but I wasn't sure if we were going to or what your thoughts were. Yeah, you have to let him unmute, Nicole.
Sure. Got it.
There we go. Sorry, I've been trying to unmute. I couldn't. Do we have other business to deal with next week? I was trying to think of the schedule of what we had coming up. We actually, I think we do have one. We have to deal with the town accountant, so we probably should meet next week.
Okay.
We got to make it more definitive. Put that actually as an agenda item.
Fair enough. I just wanted to make sure I got it on my calendar.
It may be a short meeting, but at a minimum, and hopefully I'll have some clarification on what my ethical responsibilities will be in this process too, so I can make that clear.
I've already started my ball rolling here, so I'll share that as well. Thank you. I would make a
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman or whoever's chairman, can I ask for that slideshow? Can I ask for that that PowerPoint, please? Could I get it in an email?
We will definitely send it to you, yes. Yep.
Okay, and then I can, with the chairman's approval, Rob or Eric, I'm not sure, put it up on our website, put the link to it, so people can see it. Just everybody that's on now, that, you know, it was a pretty fast presentation. If they want to take their time to look at it, with your approval, I'll put it up for the public to see.
Okay with me if I'm still chairman.
Okay with me also.
Agree.
I just don't want. Are you guys going to put out a actual public presentation, public hearing kind of thing so everybody can ask you questions? Are you planning on scheduling that at any point in the near future?
I think we'll definitely have to have informational meetings with residents for sure. So we'll try to figure out how best to go about that. But yes, we would do something.
I definitely believe that many members have questions, and I don't want to try to open that up tonight. I don't think that's what your intentions were. So
that sounds great.
Thank you. Anything else? Move to adjourn. Did we have a motion?
We do. Second.
Yep.
All right. Well,
All in favor?
all those in favor then?
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.